The only way you're going to know first person is experience it. And when you do, don't bitch about it. Just handle it. You
Yeah,
can. You
yeah,
can. Even if it's ingenuous.
absolutely.
A few minutes here, a few minutes there. At some point, something's going to be said. And just like I said, with listening to Neville, I heard him say it probably 1,000 times before, but this time when he said it, there was feeling that came from his voice and just enveloped me.
Hmm.
And I knew he knew what he was talking about. And since then, it's all been different. I changed my mind. I changed my world. And you know, your mind is already everything to you. All you have to do is point it out and be in it, thinking from it, and it's yours. That's all there is to it. Isn't that all there is to it?
That's it. That's it. As simple as that is, and for some people, it's going to sound so profound and so unbelievable that they're not going. When you tell them the only thing you have to do is direct your mind towards what it is that you want to be, do, or have, and you can begin receiving that. It just sounds too simple, and they think to themselves, "I'm already doing that, but I'm not getting the results."
Ah, yes. They're not even looking for the results
Yeah,
because what they're getting as results is what they were looking for.
absolutely.
Oh, see, it it all works.
It
But
does.
you
Hmm.
have to work it. And to work it, that means you're going to start somewhere. Are you?
Absolutely.
Tomorrow? Oh, yeah. See, once, see, you threw it. Yeah, see, you threw it away. Yeah, you threw it into tomorrow. Can you remember it that long?
That's a good point.
I sure didn't. I had to start 1,000 times. I hate to say that because I'm not intelligent, but I mean they would be right together. But it, what has your focus has your life. Now think about that. Sit down and be quiet and think of what has your focus has your life. Right there. What is it that has your focus? What are you thinking, feelingly about? What is it a good mood or is it a bad mood? You can choose the mood, you know. There's a, what are they? What, like
70,000 plus. Yeah. Yeah.
you can choose your mood. You can choose a hangry, can't you? Well, if you can choose hangry, then you can choose a lovely mood because that's a mood and it's choosable. And if you chose it, you know it's choosable. And all you have to do is just get distracted for a moment and you're there. Attitude, attitude, attitude. Because you see, you're working on a system of attitudes that you may not remember that you assembled. In other words, they're called mindsets.
Hmm.
And the thing of it is that they don't need your permission to enter in the conversation to do because they figure they got something to say. They don't, and you don't need them. You don't need the thing of it is people are always telling me how they're helping God, how they're doing this and they're doing that and they're doing. God don't need your help. He needs your permission. Huh? God needs my permission? God needs your permission. He gave you choose this day, and if you're choosing this day, then he can't enter in. And you are choosing this day, whether you're aware of it or not. But that's our whole story, isn't it?
It is the whole story.
Aware of the fact that you have a valid say, and then you everywhere. And what are you saying? You're telling everything. You, I get excited in the wrong way, you know. Uh, you just you can't shake it in them.
No, you can't. You can't. You said it earlier. They got to want to. And a lot of times in us getting to a place of want to, maybe there's a loss that we experience. Maybe there's a disruption in our life. Normally something, when everything is going good, very few people seek God. You understand? Very few people, when everything is going well, very few people say, oh, I need to, search for God. I need God in my life, blah, blah, blah. When something bad happens, all of a sudden we see the need to have a relationship with what we call God, the divine.
Yeah, actually, that's all. Albert Einstein, he said it. He just wanted to know God's thoughts. The rest are only details.
Mm-hmm.
He just told you the whole story right there, didn't he?
He did.
I sit there with my mouth open. Do you know what he was saying? Does it make sense? Yeah, it does. And why? You told you're to know. So if you're to know, all you have to do is just shut up long enough to hear it. That was my problem. Couldn't shut up long enough to hear the problem solved. And even when I did, I denied it. It went right along with the, self-denial, self-denial,
Mm-hmm.
self-denial. And we're doing it and we're denying it. And that's denying it is denying it. Hey, attitude, attitude, attitude. They got it right. All of them agree. All the wise men agree. One thing, man, is his attitude. All you have to do is just look at your attitude. But look at the response you get from the world around you from your attitude. You know, people are always so worried about their looks or their looks. They'll spend the rent money to get the wrinkles gone.
Mm-hmm.
There you are. There's the story, isn't it?
There is the story.
That's the
Absolutely.
story. That's the story you're listening to. Really, you don't need anything. You have everything. Everything in the world you need, you want, is right with you. All you have to do is turn within. And that's just one thing that they don't do. Mine is scattered all over the place, a little here, a little there, a little there, a little there. And it's so thinned out that they ain't got enough to even 2 times 2 is 8. What? What? You, you get easily confused. And I was easily confused, but I didn't know why. See, because I was the one blocking the very thing I was looking for. And what you're looking for is actually looking for you. So all you have to do is relax. You'll just relax. It'll come right in. But you have such resistance there. It can't get in. That's you doing that. That's you thinking that. That's you feeling that. And you say you don't want it, but you won't let it go. And you say, let go, let God. Do you believe God? See, that's all you have to do. Do you believe what God said? God said, I'm with you always. Wouldn't that be right here, right now?
Absolutely.
Bingo. Got it. Right now. Right
Okay.
here, right now. You're not right here, right now. See, that's the problem. You have to be here. I can't bring you here. I can give you the information to get you there, but I cannot bring you there. I can't. You don't need me. I had the same problems you had, and I said, God was very grateful. He said, have a little wine for your stomach's sake and your many infirmities. But I have a lot of infirmities. but all things in moderation.
Absolutely.
I just want to add that to it. All things in mind. He said, a little wine for you. See, it's all it takes is just a little. You don't have to, you know, I'm drunk. But that's what usually leads to, and then they become an alcoholic. Oh, the only way you keep from becoming an alcoholic is not to drink 2 or 3 days a week. That's all there is to it. That's all there is to it. It is moderation. That's it. A little bit is enough. You keep looking for more and more and more, and then there's really no more needed there if you'll just be still, and know that I'm God, right here with you, always with you, never going to leave you. What's your problem? I mean, he said, you turn to me, I'll turn to you. Why would you resist that? It costs you anything. Do I belong to anything? I ain't got nothing to belong to. It's, like the lady said, you ain't gonna have a following the way you talk to people. I don't want a following. I want teachers. That's all I want. That's what I was looking for. That's what we got that guy there, the guy right there. Teacher. He was already teaching. And I thought, well, this guy's already got a head start on it. We'll do good. No. That's true because
Yeah.
people quit so many times.
Yeah.
You start being afraid you'll quit,
Yeah.
and then you get on the ball. It does it for you. I know that's how it got me. But you're on all the time. You're making your world moment by moment because you're on all the time. What are you making your world? You're experiencing it every day, and you're making it every day. What are you making? Is it lovely and a good report? No. If it's not, drop it. And make it lovely and a good report. And that's what you'll experience. It says it's that simple. All you have to do is just turn to it. You turn to me, I'll turn to you, and it's a done deal. And you can do it right here, right now. Now's the appointed hour for desired change, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
You desire a change? Do it right here, right
Right
now.
now.
You don't have to go to a church. You can go in the closet here and get it. I was told to bring heaven on earth, and I thought, well, you gotta be kidding me, bring heaven on earth. But, when you see how simple it is, you realize how stupid you were. And I see, yeah, I say that to people, and people get angry at me sometimes. I don't care, get angry at me. It's not. At least you're paying attention.
Absolutely. That's true.
As long as I got your attention, attitude. Oh, when I really started actually examining my attitudes towards life in general, and someone says, well, everything you say is always in general. Well, it has to be because it has to fit everybody. It has to be in general. I can't say it this one because then you'd be saying he's getting favoritism, and that's not true. God's not giving anybody any favoritism because he's sound asleep. He's sleeping. He's dreaming the dream you're dreaming. But you're the one steering. See, he gave you the steering wheel. No, do you know where you're going? See, that's all. That's all we're asking. Do you know where you're going? You have to have a destination to know where you're going. Do you have a destination? If you have a destination, and you'll be in your destination, thinking from your destination, not of it, which is a confirmation that you don't have it. Hello? I had a half a dozen of Neville's tapes, and I listened to them at least one every night for years before it actually touched base. I began thinking differently. The importance of having a CD, because what has your focus has your life. Think about it. We're not asking you to join anything, but you have to have the CDs. You have to have the DVDs. You have to listen to them. It's you training this. Listen, listen, listen.
But as Mr. Lindell stated, you have to listen to them repeatedly. And again, for those who are interested, click the link below and it will take you to the 4 CD set, and you'll be able to transform not only your mind, but your world.